Hi, I'm Dave Rowntree, and this is the latest in my seemingly endless series of videos about the equipment in the studio and how I use it and what it does. Today I want to talk about these called colour modules, and they're cheap and cheerful things that you can build yourself, but they do specific jobs that normally you wouldn't bother buying a whole piece of equipment to do, or things that are just kind of a bit of fun really. So for example, this one, the XQP, is a kind of distortion unit based around this, which is called a 545 Coloruptor. Don't know what it is, but I know what it sounds like. This one, 15 IPS, stands for 15 inches per second. It basically adds in all the distortion that we used to try and get rid of from tape-based recording systems, but is now all wildly fashionable, so that puts that all back in again. This Implode is based on a very famous compressor called the 1176, which was huge in the 80s and has been big ever since. This one is the Distorter Studio. This is actually the input stage from the old Tascam Porta Studio, which is a 4-track tape-based recording system from the 1980s. And this one I used a lot on my album Radio Songs. JFT is based on this, a junction field effect transistor here. Works amazingly on synthesizers, adds an indescribable quality to them, so I use that an awful lot on my album. They plug into larger pieces of equipment like this, plug in like that. Plug them into various other bits of equipment as well, but let's have a listen to what they sound like. And to test them out, I'm going to play this section of vocals from my first single off my album, which is called London Bridge. I'm just going to loop the chorus on repeat. And this is that container that I showed you. It's patched in now to the computer here. I've put 3 colour palettes in, so let's hear what they sound like. So this top one is the 15 IPS one. Quite subtle. The top end is a bit crunchier, I think. Not unpleasant. And this one, second one, is the Distorter Studio. Not very subtle, but might sound good on the guitar or something like that. And then finally, this one is the JFT. So that's the one I've used a lot on synthesizers on my album. I really like it. I couldn't tell you what it's doing, but it's making things sound more interesting. There we are, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed it.